Hi everybody, it's Honest John. Now, this week, as you all know, Paul Manafort, Trump's former campaign manager, was found guilty of 8 criminal counts, including bank fraud, tax evasion, and hiding money, basically. At the same time, Trump's longtime personal attorney pled guilty to 8 criminal counts, which also included bank fraud and tax evasion, but there were 2 counts of felony campaign finance violations involving payments made to Stormy Daniels and Karen McDougal. Now, for a long time, Trump has denied that he had anything to do with those payments. But Cohen, under oath, stated that he did those things in coordination and at the direction of Donald Trump. So, whatever else you think about campaign violations, Donald Trump has been directly implicated in 2 felonies. And just to add insult to injury, 2 of Trump's biggest supporters in Congress, Chris Collins and Duncan Hunter, are also under indictment for corruption. Collins for insider trading, Hunter for using thousands of dollars of campaign contributions for his own personal use, like taking vacations and stuff like that. The conviction of Manafort brings a number of people in Trump's inner circle who have been convicted or pled guilty to felonies to 5. Manafort, Cohen, Rick Gates, George Papadopoulos, and Mike Flynn. And believe me, that's just the beginning. There are a whole lot of people in Trump's circle who will eventually wind up in jail. You take a look at the corruption that's going on in this administration. You've got people like Steve Mnuchin and Scott Pruitt, and they've been spending the taxpayer money in lots of questionable ways. Now, all of this corruption, which, by the way, includes things like Trump taking payments from foreign governments, which is banned by the Constitution. Now, all of this corruption has no effect on Trump's supporters. Trump may have railed against corruption when he was running for office. He may have promised to drain the swamp, but everybody knew that with Trump's past, he was certainly not going to end corruption. Trump supporters are perfectly happy living with corruption, just so that they can have Trump's racism and sexism to make them feel better. But next month, Paul Manafort goes on trial again, and this time there are some charges that are similar to the ones that he was just convicted of, but there are a couple of charges there that are like conspiracy against the United States. And this has to do with Paul Manafort acting as an agent for the Russians while he was part of the Trump campaign. So that brings the Russians a step away from Trump's door. In addition to that, Lanny McDonald, Michael Cohen's lawyer, says that Cohen has a tale to tell to the Robert Mueller investigation about Trump's involvement with the Russians. Now, this isn't out in the public yet. I just happened to hear about it, and I don't know if it's got any validity, but you might remember that Cohen made some trips to Prague, and he tried to cover those trips up. He denied that he made them. Now he's admitting to them because he has to tell the truth. And there are hints that in addition to meeting with the Russians, which Cohen was doing over there, he may also have been bringing money from the Trump campaign to pay hackers in several foreign countries. Maybe not in Russia, but who were doing the hacking on behalf of Putin. If this is true, and I can't say for sure that it is yet, but if it's true, then that would go well beyond collusion. That would be conspiracy, and that would also be treason. Now, even if that is proven, even if it comes out that Trump promised Putin that he would give him the United States, that won't affect Trump's hardcore supporters. But the truth is, they're not really Americans. They're just people who happen to have been born here. Thanks for listening. Hey, thanks for watching my videos. And I want you to keep on doing that. Just not on YouTube. If you look down in the description box, you're going to see 2 new links there. One is to my Patreon page, the other one is to a site called Top Buzz. Now on Top Buzz, they're letting me monetize my video, and they're not even ads on them. So I'd like you to get in the habit of watching my videos there. Or you can go to my Patreon page, and if you want to become a supporter, that would be great. If you don't, you can still watch my videos there. But for me, YouTube is no longer worth bothering with. It's just a launching pad that I use to put my videos other places on the net. So I do want you to keep on watching my videos, but not on YouTube.